watching 5 News. Welcome back. You'd think growing up in an old people's home you'd learn to be quiet around the house, but not Juliette Potin. She's one of our most highly rated classical singers, and Juliette doesn't just confine herself to singing. She manages to find time to compose songs, write music for television shows, produce records, and bring up her 4-year-old daughter in between all that. Welcome, Juliette.
Very busy.
Well, I was glad you could find the time to come in. How do you manage it? How do you pull all that off?
It's a constant juggling, actually. My mother has actually come up to London today and is looking after my little girl. So we have a very, very supportive family and friends.
Excellent. And is she musical?
She is. She loves to sing, but she tends to like to sing songs from the shows and Flanders and Swan.
Oh, excellent. You can't get away from it in your household.
No. No.
But you've now just produced your new album. I think we can just take a quick listen to some of that lovely music. It is a beautiful video and a very unusual album, based all around the musical traditions of Venice.
Yes, it is Venice. We shot, as you can see, we shot the video in Venice, and what you don't realise from that video is it was actually -3 degrees. So I was standing in that beautiful red dress, wearing 2 pairs of wool tights and boots, and being absolutely freezing. But it was great to actually do the video over in Venice, because it's called Venezia, and every composer has something to do with Venice on the album. And
there's something a bit special about it in that you sing something that's usually heard on the violin.
Yes, we've actually done the first vocal arrangement of Vivaldi's 4 Seasons, which I'm sure everybody knows. It's one of the most famous classical pieces of music of all time. But we've set his own words to the melodies, and so I sing it.
Oh, I never even knew he did write words for that. But you've also done a few more unusual things, like singing at the England v Germany pitch, or what was it, the Legends
It was the
game.
Legends.
What's it like to sing to a football match?
It's mad. I mean, first of all, you're waiting in the tunnel, and I saw people like Boris Johnson walk past with his shorts and his hair, which was quite an experience. And then you walk out, and it's just noise everywhere, and suddenly you hear the music, and you...
But presumably the acoustics aren't very good in something
like a stadium. The acoustics are appalling. You can't hear anything, really. So somebody sort of points at you, and you think, well, I'll sing it now and hope for the best.
But presumably something that drives you is to bring music to people who perhaps haven't heard it before.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I really hope that does happen, but... The England players all joined in with the English national anthem, and the German players were all joining in with the German one as well. So everyone was singing along. But
excellent. I don't think that will happen at the World Cup, but it was nice to see it happen here. Singing is just one of your talents, though. We've also, I gather, heard your music on some pretty famous TV shows.
Yes, I do write theme tunes for television as well. Kumar's at number 42 is perhaps the best known one.
I can't even think how the music goes, but I don't imagine
it's really kind of cheesy. But that was great fun to do something so different from classical music. I really enjoyed the variety.
It must be difficult, though, to try and balance your interest in each of those things. I mean, are you doing singing practice while you're on the computer, cooking up something else?
No, well, I obviously have to practice every day. That's a really important part of my training, and it's an ongoing training. But I learn words while I do the ironing. That's a great time to kind of memorise things. So,
handy use of ironing. I don't do anything that useful when I'm ironing. You're off on tour soon. How does that work? I mean, that must be, again, taking you away from the producing, the orchestrating, the composing. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, well, I mean, I love to perform. I've been an opera singer for a number of years, and I really enjoy performing. But I'm doing a series of outdoor proms all through the summer in big venues. All over the place, including places like Castle Howard and Milton Keynes and things like that. But we're also going to be singing for a charity called Global Angels at Cadogan Hall on the 6th of June.
Wonderful. Oh, see if I can get some tickets for that. Anyway, coming up at 5:30. Dubbed the next Catherine Jenkins, Juliette's been snapped up for a series of summer concerts across the UK.
So with stardom looming, will she keep coming back?
Of course I'll always come back to Sussex if they'll have me back. How much is that dog
After all, who needs an audience of thousands when your biggest fans are at home? Juliette Parkin, BBC South East Today, Hurst-Monceau.
Now we seem to have some problems with John. He's gone. He did say he was going to be really, really busy, and I do think you're back now. So you've been running so far, you lost us.
You see, the techniques, sometimes they defeat us. We're all out of breath. But look, here I am. I've got to show you this, though. The Dome Theatre, that's where Juliette Pochin is performing tomorrow. Following me round here.